What's going on, everyone? I'm Lam, and this is Lam Levity. I've been made aware of a viral video showcasing a substitute teacher taking away a cell phone from a student at Rocky Mount High in North Carolina. Now, what ensued, if you will, what happened once she took the cell phone away is nothing short of ridiculous, abhorrent, crazy. Now, the video footage, meticulously reviewed by the Lam Levity team, uh, exhibits the student hitting the teacher, eliciting a retaliatory response from the substitute, meaning she popped her ass back. Okay. The teenage girl was knocked to the ground, pummeled by the teacher after several blows were landed. The teacher then called for assistance, urging someone to get a teacher. As to the rest of the class, just kind of looked on, giggling, recording. You know how teenagers do. Now, the Nash County Public Schools, NCPS, and law enforcement officials were informed of an altercation between a juvenile student and a substitute teacher concerning the confiscation of a cell phone. The altercation took place between the end of the first period and the beginning of the connection's intervention period, as stated by the NCPS policy. Now, the substitute teacher's name was, I hope I'm pronouncing this properly, Xaviera, Lord help me. Xaviera Steele, Lord help me, Holy Ghost. The teacher, as identified by the authorities, has been affiliated with the school as a substitute for about a year. According to the NCPS policy, if an employee is attacked by a student, the employee has the right to whoop the motherfucking ass of that student. That ain't what it say, but that's what it should say. It says, if an employee is attacked by a student, the employee has the right to reasonably restrain the student and defend themselves to the point that they are free of the threat or attack. In my opinion, whoop they motherfucking ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As of yet, the police have not disclosed whether Xaviera, help me Lord, is confronting criminal charges or not. There were no injuries that were reported, and both the school system and the law enforcement are conducting an investigation into the matter. Okay, can we talk about this? Can we be real? Can we be honest? I'm so sick of seeing this, and I would be so disappointed if this teacher is charged with something for defending herself against badass kids. If you are a parent listening to this, or if you know anybody in your family that has badass kids, that mind you, let's take it a little deeper. Can we get deep? Can I get serious for a second? This might even be a kid at the house that gets their ass whooped by their mama. They might be scared of their mama or their daddy. Most likely just their mama. Daddy probably ain't there. That's because, unfortunately, that's a problem we got to try to deal with that many of us have contributed to, including myself. I'm divorced, but I'm in the lives, just not now. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. These kids, we talked on another show recently on this network about ass whoopings and whether they help or not. And I'm of the opinion that ass whoopings at home don't necessarily help alone. You need more than just that type of discipline. You also need some talking to and some other things to happen for, in my opinion, for it to actually work. Just whooping a kid's ass, in my opinion, and this is unpopular, particularly in our community, black folks and Christians, because of the spare ride, spoil the child situation. I'm going on a tangent here, but y'all stick with me. I'm bless you. We talk about whooping, but I feel like, and sometimes without the proper correction with that whooping, just an angry experience of pissed off, proving who's in charge, then you create a child that handles their problems with aggression and physical violence, in my opinion. And they're not always. It's just my opinion. I know some of y'all gonna disagree. Go on ahead and put your comments down there. It's okay. This is a discussion. let's get back to this classroom. So you got a badass little child. They get her phone taken away and has the balls, the cojones, the unmitigated gall to stand, buck up, as we used to say. I'm telling my age. Buck up to the teacher, the substitute teacher. Substitute teacher never got any respect, except the cool ones. And try to take her phone back and then hit the teacher. Hit this black woman as though you're not going to get your ass mollywopped. You think this black woman is going to let you sit here and hit her when she's probably not too much older than you? Lots of substitute teachers being 22, 23 years old, they be young. They don't even be, all of them ain't old. They be young. So you don't never know who you freaking fooling with when you call yourself getting aggressive with a substitute teacher. For one, first of all, it's an adult. Where's your respect? Where's your home training? Where's your respect for authority and adults? Obviously, this girl doesn't have any. She'll probably end up in jail somewhere. And again, the sad part is she probably gets her ass whipped at home. But when she gets to school, it's an altogether different situation. I think it's very important the manner in which her parents handle this situation. It's going to be a sad day for this child, for her future, if indeed this parent does what a lot of parents do, particularly if it's a young parent, young and dumb, babies having babies. If this parent takes the side of the child and say, that bitch shouldn't have took your phone. That's my phone. I pay for that phone. She shouldn't have took her phone anyway. And gets defensive for the child as though she's ready to go up and whoop some ass for the substitute teacher for taking the phone. Now, if that's the case, it's going to empower the child. The child will continue to probably get worse and think that they can do that, and their mama, idiot mama, is going to defend them in their wrongdoing. I hope that's not what happens. But how many know that happens? If you think that happens, put a 1 in the chat, in the comments. If you think that happened, put a 1. And I could be wrong. I'm not the smartest. I didn't go to college. I didn't do any of that. I'm not the smartest knife and not the sharpest knife in the refrigerator, whatever you call it. But let me know. Put a 1 in the comments if you think that happens. Put a 2 in the chat in the comments if you feel like, no, Lam, that's absurd. That don't happen. People don't do that. This parent is going to defend what's right. They're going to chastise this child for her malfeasance and disrespect and striking the teacher, substitute teacher. If you think that's what the case is, put a 2 in the comment. Anyway, so we'll see. This is a developing story. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this gal teacher don't get in trouble for defending herself. Now, if you see the video, I can't post the video on here. I'm sorry. I don't want to get flagged, but she was whooping that girl ass. She was on top of her, and then her dress came up, showing her ass was all out, just like how the girl fights be in the yards in school. Ass all showing, and she was screaming to the kids, "Get a teacher, get a teacher!" Ain't nobody helping, ain't nobody getting no teacher. The boys just watching. People just filming. It's a shame. It's a travesty, even. Anyway, I'm Lam. This is Lam Levity. Hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy your day. Peace out.